Hey everybody, it's
John, JT.
and Heidi Lee, and we are So I Married a Record Collector, and we are back for just a short video about record store day purchases. I looked on our channel and realized that we hadn't made a video since June of 2025, so
That's a long time.
almost a year.
Yeah.
But we're good, everything's fine. We're just gonna try to get back to doing videos. And we got a trip coming up to Northern Illinois in about 2-3 weeks. So we're going to try to have like some haul videos when we get back to prove that even in the unlikeliest of places, you can actually probably find records. So we're hoping to find some gems on this trip. So, and we'll love it or hate it. Record store day was
kind of quiet this year in our town. I thought, we don't go as soon as the store opens. We just go whenever the hell we get up. And it was kind of cold, kind of rainy. And when we got to the store, the crowd was sparse for record store day. And we pretty much found what we intended to buy, except for one item you wanted. But yeah, it just seemed less quiet and not that much this year that any of us... There wasn't a dog choking motherload of things we wanted, just a few items.
Yeah, I went through the list and wrote down some possibilities of things that I'd want to look for. And, there wasn't anything like, oh my God, I got to get there at 6 a.m. and wait for the doors to open because I got to have it or anything like that.
And most things are just gimmicky things, those zoetropes or...
Yeah, I'm not into that.
The novelty stuff, not that really into. I want unique unreleased items or
right, not like a reissue of an album you can find in a dollar bin somewhere original. So anyway, like we said, love it, hate it, or indifferent. Record store day happened. We did go out and patronize our 2 local record shops. So we're just going to show you what we picked up on those days. On that day.
First item I picked up, I'm a big fan. I bought the Ramones Summer in the City live in San Francisco in 1979. 2 LP set. I kind of consider these types of Ramone shows rare because there's not many evidence of them playing outdoors in the daytime. And this was during a festival, Summer in the City Festival in San Francisco. Sometimes I'm on the fence about Ramones live shows because there's not much variation after a couple of years. They don't improvise or anything. But this is a really hot show. A lot of fun. They're doing songs from Road to Ruin and songs from upcoming End of the Century. And one of the coolest things, funniest things, is at the end of the show, Joey, says goodbye, bids farewell, and he says, "Enjoy your lunch." So I guess lunch was coming up.
That's early for them to play then if it was before lunch.
Yeah, and one thing that's missing is there's 4 songs listed on the cover for side 4, but I believe there's actually 5 when I was listening, because they left off one song on there. I got it out of order, but it's on neon pink vinyl. I won't pull it out for you, but this was also filmed. It's on the DVD of Ramones live stuff called It's Alive 76 to 96. So that's my first purchase.
Yeah, we were at RPM Records in Traverse City, our big local store. And yeah, you're going to have so much more to say about your records than I will have to say about mine, which is fine because I haven't listened to mine yet. But yeah. I found, this was at the top of my list, the Stranglers rarities. I've been getting into the Stranglers lately. And I saw this come up and I'm like, yes. And they've got... looks like a lot of songs that they've done on their albums, like No More Heroes and their cover of Walk On By and Peaches, but they do Moni Moni and some other things that I thought looked kind of interesting. So, and plus this is the kind of thing that I like Record Store Day for, because you got stuff that maybe you can't find on other albums. So it is truly like a special release and a reason to go shopping. So Stranglers rarities.
Next up, I was excited to get, was looking forward to this. The 13th Floor Elevators, We Are Not Live. This is a reissue of their 1968 Fake live album, which did something very similar to other live albums of the 60s. It was studio tracks with crowd noise from a boxing match edited on. And this, they stripped the crowd noise off and you're left with just the songs. Now, there's a lot of argument going around on the internet ever since this came out that the recordings on here are not the recordings from the original 1968 release. I don't know.
How did you know?
I know I don't listen that closely. I have a really old Charlie label CD of the original live album, but I never listened to it that much because I knew it was fake. Some people are saying these are not the original stereo mixes. Some saying they're early session takes, what's called the contact sessions, before they were signed to international artists. But nevertheless, I like it. It's cool to finally have so many songs without crowd noise, because there's like 2 songs that were only appeared on this album, and then a cover of Buddy Holly's "I'm Gonna Love You Too." That's the back cover.
It reminds me of like an old timey storybook kind of look, like
Yeah,
almost
yeah.
like Frog and Toad kind of situation.
Yeah, I don't know. I know it does look like a children's book kind of thing. Edward Gorey, maybe, that Charles Adams type guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was my other purchase, and I've only ever purchased this once. Never had it on vinyl before, just on an old Charlie twofer. So the 13th Floor Elevators, We Are Not Live.
So I didn't find any other record store day releases at RPM that I was looking for. And that was fine. I mean, the stuff I had on my list, again, was either way out of my price range, because it was just, Sticker Shock was pretty shocking this time. I mean,
That Mark thing.
$45 or
Yeah.
more. That's just a lot for something that you're kind of on the fence about. So again, time is your friend, like you always say. You know, you're going to find people who want to find stores that are located all over the country that are going to want to push some things out that maybe they got too much of, and they're going to mark prices down, which we'll probably do a later video on this, but I was able to find some of the things we were looking for online at other stores they were putting on sale. So anyway, I didn't find anything else there. I had really been looking forward to maybe getting that Cars Heartbreak City live. I haven't seen that anywhere.
I didn't even know.
And maybe the Francois Hardy in English. I had the CD, but it would be cool to have it on vinyl.
Oh.
So I didn't get any other record store day releases, like I just said a few times, but I did pick up one that I had been meaning to pick up, and I don't know why I didn't pick it up sooner. This is, excuse me, this is Gorilla's Mountain release that just came out a few months ago. And I honestly hadn't been following the Gorillas since Clint Eastwood was a cool song when it came out. I know, the whole Damien Albarn thing with Blur, and moving on to then Gorillas. And so, yeah, I hadn't followed the career at all. But of course, it came back into my mind after knowing that Sparks did a song on the album with Gorillas. That's been getting some steady airplay on some of the Sirius XM channels that I've been listening to. And of course, I love it. So I had to get a copy of Gorilla's Mountain. I do have to mention that when we were checking out, some customer next to me points at it, and he's like, "Oh, good job with that Gorillas there." And I'm like,
I didn't know this was work.
I just said, "Oh, thanks," because like, what do you say? But like, has anybody else ever experienced that? Someone points at something you buy and is like, "Good job." I'm like,
people.
I don't know. It's just weird. I mean, they could have just been like, "Hey, I love that record," or "Hey, that's a great record," or something.
Yeah.
But like, "Good job."
It was like he mansplained it to you.
Yeah.
You're doing record collecting correctly.
Thank you. I'm like, "Thank you. Can I have a cookie?"
Yeah. My next purchase was, I bought part 1 last year. I sadly still haven't listened to it because we got a backlog of stuff to listen to. The Doors, Strange Days 67, A Work in Process, Part 2. This is all early session takes, rough takes of tracks they were recording during the Strange Days sessions, including a version of We Could Be So Good Together, which ended up on the 3rd album, Waiting for the Sun. Heidi always says the Doors are one of my bands I treat like a spurned lover, like I don't want to admit I like them. I'm getting back into appreciating them more. Once, I think I said this in a previous video, you strip away some of the Lizard King persona mystique, and underneath you find a pretty cool band. But Strange Days, I think, is like the ultimate Doors album with the whole mystique and everything. The other records are good. I really like Morrison Hotel, but Strange Days is like, just encapsulates the band. This has 2 takes of When the Music's Over, one of which just ends abruptly because right at the start, the engineer, producer, Paul Rothschild says, "We only got so much tape left, so let's make the most of it," or whatever. And it ends abruptly. It's got a backing track for Love Me 2 Times, which is fun to hear. And the backing track to Strange Days, which is missing like some of the effects that they added onto it.
Is it pretty? That's the most important thing.
Yeah,
Right?
it's cool. It comes with a little print of the front cover there.
And
Reproduction of the tape box. And then it's on, what is this on? Oh, it's like on turquoise.
Ooh, that's pretty. I like that
translucent
color.
Vinyl.
It matches me.
Yes, it does. So, Strange Days, 1967, A Work in Progress, Part 2, The Doors. This was my other.
You can keep going, though, because you bought all that at RPM. You didn't get anything at Eugene's, right?
No.
Okay.
This, I don't know if I knew this was coming out or not, but this was reasonably priced. Really.
Yeah, for a record store day? Even for a regular record, a new record, it's under $20? That's shocking.
Yeah. But the reason why I think it's cheap is because they sold advertising on an inner sleeve for some vodka.
Tito's.
And I think it's just, is this regular old
probably black vinyl.
Yeah, regular old black vinyl.
Yeah, that's cool.
Tito's handmade vodka. Yeah,
yeah.
Sure.
So we're giving them
record
advertising
collectors don't drink vodka. They're beer drinkers or Coke or iced tea. But this is a compilation of fairly rare obscure tracks on the Westbound label out of Detroit, the home of Funkadelic and the Parliaments. What else can I say about this? The only track on here that I knew of and already had was Funkadelic's Fish, Chip, and Sweats, a track that whenever I played it in the record store from a CD, the whole the store would stop, and some guys really, really wanted it, but it was hard to find. I actually found a 45 of it in the basement of an antique store in Baldwin or Gladwin somewhere.
Oh, wow.
Remember that? You used to be like a department store, and there was that shelf with mannequin hands that scared the crap out of me. I was walking around in the dark, and all of a sudden there were these hands on the shelf. Oh, shit!
They do that on purpose.
But there was this box of singles for $1 a piece, and I got all these early Funkadelics. But there is some really cool stuff on here, like bands like Bobby Franklin's Insanity. There's one title on here. Oh yeah, Robert Lowe, Put Your Legs Up High. Don't know what you want there, Robert. But really cool, funky stuff. Cool song by the Detroit Emeralds. But yeah, this was under $20. The Westbound Sound, single-minded, Westbound Records, curated by Record Store Day, whoever that is. But if you like funk and R&B, early 70s, this is right up your alley. I see Craig Danger buying this.
And so we left RPM. We went and there's a smaller record store in downtown Traverse City called Eugene's Eugene's Record Co-op. Cute. It's a great little store.
Nice guys.
Yeah. And I wasn't really thinking of finding anything in particular. I mean, they're small enough that their record store day records are just on a table.
Yeah.
And you kind of just look through.
He had the elevators a little cheaper than RPM, so I kind of kicked myself. I was like, oh, well.
Yeah, maybe we should go to Eugene's first next time.
Yeah.
I found this for this year, the OMD.
Oh.
Orchestra Maneuvers in the Dark. Archive Volume 1 from 1981 to 1990. I haven't listened to it yet, but yeah, this was the RSD 2026 one that I picked up from Eugene's. And then I was flipping through the racks there and found this, which I was really happy to find, The Beat at the BBC. And this was a 2025, so this was last year Record Store Day release. And yeah, I was really excited to fit. Lots on the John Peel show, the Mike Reed show. I'm not familiar with that, but they're BBC stuff. So The Beat at the BBC. So that was my two purchases at
It's a purpose.
It's a purpose at Eugene's Record Co-op in Traverse City. So yay
for us.
Yeah, it was fun. You know, anytime we go record shopping is fun. So yeah, like I said, love it, hate it, indifferent. I'm pretty indifferent to it. It's like if there's something cool and it's something I can get, yeah, sure, I'll get it. But I'm not. The only time we waited in line was when they had the Sparks Number One in Heaven reissue. But again, it was something I probably could have waited for too, because you can get it anywhere now. So
yeah. And the one item I saw was like, it was a maybe for me just because it was pretty, was this reissue of The Who's Quick One / Happy Jack album, which is a real nice looking package. You can get that. I want that because it's such a pretty package, but there's nothing on there special that I need. I have it all. I'm the biggest Who fan probably in this area. And,
you don't know. You might not have met him. He could be around here somewhere.
Yeah, but you know, I've everything on there I have on various things. They just look pretty. And then I'm seeing things like people are opening up their copies and the labels are not over the hole and running onto the groove.
I have a record
But that
like
was
that. I hate
that was expensive too.
Mm-hmm.
There was really nothing. Oh, there was a Power Pop comp she wanted,
I
but
didn't get my
sadly they
hands
only
on
got
that.
like Kyle said they got like one.
Yeah, it's
sold
pretty
right away.
sparse. I mean,
We'll
even the
find
ones
it.
I've seen on eBay or whatever, they're going for, a decent amount of money. I mean, not anything. Some are marked up maybe like $100 or more. And to me, it's like, I don't want it that bad. I could probably just pull it. Again, I know it's totally against the whole record collector ideal, but I could pull it up on my phone and probably listen to it. So,
yeah.
Anyway.
So, we got to say hello to a lot of our friends out there. We still watch your videos, comment when we can.
Yeah, just because we haven't been making videos, we've definitely been watching a lot of...
we love watching our, what would you call them, our comrades Married to Vinyl.
Oh,
I'm starting to feel like we're the Jeff Beck group to Married to Vinyl's Led Zeppelin. We set the template for a vinyl community couple, and they took
I don't know about that.
They took that and ran with it.
Yeah, they're way. They look way better. I mean, their videos are just really, really nice. So thumbs up to you guys. They're really
Mark
like
and Leslie, right?
Yeah, they're
Very
awesome.
And
if you haven't subscribed to them, go find them and subscribe because they're great.
Purchased things on their recommendation. Well, that's not a good thing.
That's what happens.
Friends don't do that to friends. No, I'm sure people have done it with stuff I've shown. Oh, I gotta find it. Of course, we still watch That Old Goat. What a day, right? Still check it. It's like hanging out with your favorite neighbor, older dude, in Steve Carlson, JT's Record Room. Several others we drabble. But we hope to get back into doing this. I miss doing it. We just it was part of not having the energy or it's. People just, try to tell us what to do. It's like, this is supposed to be fun, not work.
Yeah.
We don't criticize other people's videos,
It's all good.
But it's going to be fun to get back into going through the collections because we only got up to F. We're halfway through F.
Yeah, and that doesn't even this unit behind us doesn't even encapsulate all that's in this room. So there's a lot. So we have the potential for doing a lot of videos if we just get our butts in gear. So
the hardest thing to show are singles because they're tiny. I know,
they're fun.
Mad
I mean,
for
we're
Vinyl,
still
him and I are single guys.
We're still into.
But, when I show them, I got to be
you're
like
single guys.
Going like that because people can see them. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll end it there and stop the blabbering. Yeah, and our goal too is to try to keep these under 20 minutes, unless it's like a special video. So, but this is kind of special, right? We're back. We haven't made a video in like a year.
I know you don't like to go on too long, but the whole point of it is to share information.
I know, but I don't. Some people we do the same thing. We'll see a video, we'll see the time, and we're like, oh, do we have that much to
like you do
to invest? Like a movie, yeah,
like Todd Barry says about Netflix. Oh, that's 2 hours. Let's see what Jim Belushi can knock out in half an hour and a half. Well, it might be time for us to go because our cat's there staring at us disapprovingly.
You saw him briefly. He came up and said hi.
Something, but it's not treat time. That's at 7:30.
He has a schedule.
But here he comes.
All right.
Anyway, I can't think of anything else. We said hello to all our friends.
So we'll be going on our trip, and I'm gonna try to take more pictures of the places that we go to because even these little record stores, it's so cool to see how they have everything set up and
Toad Hall and
Culture Shack and the one in Beloit. Yeah, we're gonna go there. I haven't been there before, so it'll be a new adventure. Yeah. So, all right.
Beloit, Wisconsin, or Illinois.
There is South Beloit, Illinois, and then there's Beloit, Wisconsin.
Oh, okay.
So it kind of just all flows into each other. So anyway, I Married a Record Collector, JT, Heidi Lee, saying thanks and Oliver Cat says hi too. So we'll see you next time. Comment below. You know what to do. Why am I telling you what to do? Just do whatever you want. So, all right, we'll see you next time.
Take care, guys.
Bye. I'm from the Midwest. We spend 2 hours saying goodbye. So, okay. Bye.
Yeah, me from Jersey. I'm out of here.
Oh.